This to Randy Zelin, a former prosecutor, criminal defense attorney, who joins us now. I want to get to the deportation angle. Quick thoughts on what's been going on at Doge first, though?
Yes, it's one of these instances where, for example, what Mr. Miller says, it makes perfect sense. It's certainly compelling and it sounds very scary, but we are a nation of laws. We don't presume people to be convicted and then punish them. So where Mr. Miller is going afoul and we take away the dog whistles, there's a simple reality here. If you're going to make use of a statute from 1789, which is the Alien Enemies Act of 1789, you can only use that when a hostile enemy, when someone declares war on you, a hostile nation or a hostile government. I'm reading from my own notes, not a gang. So good luck.
So either way, even if they are all gang members, you're saying, either way.
Even if they are, then find a different statute. But you can't use a statute that talks about if we've been invaded by a foreign country, that we can round people up and get rid of them.
All right, let's talk about this big picture. We'll stick with this, put Doge aside for a second. And what a lot of people, there was an Axios piece today that kind of put this in perspective. We'll put it up on the screen. A lot of people have been saying is that the real goal here with this and with other legal issues is to get one of these or more than one of them up to the Supreme Court. In other words, maybe the lawyers of the White House know a lot of what you're saying, but they want to keep appealing and get it to the Supreme Court. So Axios had 5 questions the Trump administration wants to ask the Supreme Court. So does a peacetime president have the right to deport non-citizens under that act you mentioned? Should a federal judge have the power to block a president's deportation problems? Can that federal judge's order extend to international waters? Does a green card holder have speech rights? Can the Secretary of State's power to deport immigrants extend to student visa holders? So their reporting show that there's a plan. Not to say it's not like they're making this up as they go along. There's a plan, and they want to take this to the Supreme Court. What do you say?
Well, I think they want to do more than that because, quite frankly, from a legal perspective, they ain't going to do very well. There's a simple reality. Yes, you can make use of that 1789 statute. You can remove the subjects of the government that has invaded you or declared war on you, not for a gang. And I must tell you, green card holders have First Amendment rights. They can't violate their status, but you can't get rid of them if you don't like what they have to say. So many of these legal issues, I don't believe the Trump administration is going to do well with the Supreme Court. What they're hoping for, quite frankly, is to do it through the back door, which is public sentiment, which is where Mr. Miller gets up and says, wait a minute, is anyone going to push back and fault us for trying to get rid of rapists and murderers? Rapists and murderers, keep saying it, keep saying it.
Well, that's a political argument. And it might be a strong one, by the way, to some people. It might be a strong political, but it's a political argument, not a legal argument.
That's correct.
And you, so all those questions I read, you think they would lose on every one of them legally?
Well, again, you can, for example, you can remove the subjects of a hostile nation under that Alien 7. But again, not gang members. Can a judge, I must tell you, an Article 3, a federal judge, has a tremendous amount of power. There's a little thing called contempt of court, a clear and unambiguous order that is violated. Now, maybe you can't hold the president in contempt, but you sure as hell can hold someone beneath him in contempt. You can sanction the lawyers who come before you. So how many people is Mr. Trump going to plan on saying, don't worry, I will take care of you if you get jammed up here? Again, to me, this is all about public sentiment. It's not about legal arguments. The legal arguments, they don't hold water.
So it doesn't matter which court. It's more about making the political argument now, court of public opinion, I suppose. And that's interesting. All right, Randy, thank you, as always, for joining us. No, thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.